Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this episode of PitTalk TV. We are in Wausau, Wisconsin at State Park, and we just had a great race watching the BIG8, watching their mid-stocks. Wausau puts on a great show. We're going to run through some of the pits tonight, talk to a couple of the guys that really put on a good race for us. So we're really glad you're joining us tonight. Here we go. All right. Hey, we've made it over to Michael Osdick's pit, the number 18 BIG8 late model. This is kind of an exciting interview. I've been talking off camera a little bit with him, and he's got quite a story I want to share with you. First off, Michael, tonight, third place. How'd the race go?
It was an up and down day for us. We got here and they didn't have the right tires for us. So that was kind of frustrating because we were going to go with two left sides that were new and then two used right sides, but it ended up sounding like we weren't going to get those two right sides that we wanted. So we ended up running a different tire compound, different tread pattern and hardness. But as far as the night went, we qualified third. It was pretty good. And then in the feature, we ended up kind of getting taken out with, I don't know, halfway in. It's kind of frustrating just because, I thought we had a car to maybe win, maybe second, but we ended up coming from the back to third, and it's kind of hectic, but, here we are standing, and overall it's a good night. We'll take the good with the bad, and we're racing Elko tomorrow, and then we got the Dixieline 250 on Tuesday. So
Kukana on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So tell me, oval tracks versus the ring. How much different do you have to drive? What are you doing? You're up on the wheel a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of throttle control here because it's just an old surface, tight bull ring, quarter mile. Produces a lot of good racing, but basically you just don't want to slip the tires. I tell people that are coming here for the first time, I'm just like, as long as you don't spin those tires, you'll be all right. So altogether, the car was pretty good. I think could have had a little bit better, but that's how racing goes sometimes. And
well, sweet. I want to talk about your story a little bit. You're 20 years old.
Yep.
You told me you've been racing since you were 5.
Yep.
So
correct.
what would a 5-year-old race?
So I started off in quarter midgets up until I was about 13, 14. Then I jumped into a legend car. Ran that mainly at Elko Speedway and Raceway Park. And then just kind of made the move when the time was right and jumped into a BIG8 late model. Then a year or two later, now we're into a super late model. So we've been making good transitions as far as like the next level, the next step. And it's just more and more commitment as we get into it. But I'm just super lucky and fortunate to be able to have these opportunities.
I see that you're part of the Kawicki development team. What does that mean for you? What does it mean to have the Kawicki name and umbrella take you under their wing? What does that do?
I mean, with who Alan Kawicki was, it's pretty special. Just the name, the way he was able to do it. I mean, he was his own car owner, his own crew chief, and him as a driver. I mean, it's just pretty cool. You don't really see that nowadays, and even back then, I mean, just what he was able to do with what he had is kind of what I look up to. And obviously times have changed a little bit, but to be able to carry on that name and the colors, it means the world to me, honestly, because I get people coming down to the pits. And so one thing that I really enjoy about racing is the fan interaction part of it. And when people come up to me and talk to me about Alan and little stories or little history, it always puts a smile on my face. And being that it's my second year, I'm just hearing more and more stories. And yeah, I mean, just gaining new fans, the new tracks we go to.
So what is a development program? What do they do for you in a super late versus where that team is and where that organization is? What does that do for you?
So they help promote us as drivers, and then they give us a stipend at the beginning of the year to us 7 drivers. They basically help with travel expenses, tire money, gas money, whatever needs to be put into the car. But throughout the year, I'm competing against my teammates. I say teammates, but all together, I mean, we're all pretty tight-knit group, even though we're across the country. But last year we ended up 3rd in the Kawicki Cup points, and I'd like to get 1st this year. But I mean, these last 2 years, it's definitely a dream come true.
So is the ultimate goal a possible ride in a Xfinity ride or a Cup ride? I
mean, as ideal as that would be, that'd be great. Obviously, there's a lot of resources that need to be backing you up. So okay. I'd like to get to. I'm a marketing student at Iowa State, so hopefully I can kind of put some sort of promotional plan or marketing plan together. But
awesome.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm just lucky to be doing this, but I do have a lot of confidence in myself to be able to keep going at that next level, whatever that may be.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure talking with you. You drive a smooth ride. You drive a smooth line, and it was a true pleasure. Thank you for letting us come join you. Let's move on. So tonight's winner here at Wausau, Michael Bilderback. And Mike, take us through the race. It looked great, but it was a little bump and grind there at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely was a good car. You know, I think we started 9th or something, and didn't really get a lot of help on the first couple cautions. You know, pretty much lane choice was pretty even, so we really didn't get to gain any spots there. But it's short track racing. You know, I knew we had a pretty good car. That in the warm-ups there, we had thing felt really good. So I knew we were going to have a piece. We were just going to have to be patient with it and pick and choose and try to be as smart and keep the fenders underneath it.
Awesome. Fast car tonight? Yeah. You had fast time? Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
So, well, we're going to let you run. You picked up a nail in the trailer tire, and it's a long drive back home, so we're not going to keep you. You know, we'll let you get to changing that tire. It's good to see you. We'll see you Tuesday night in Kukana.
We will be there. I appreciate it, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for everything.
All right. We'll see you.
Tire fixed.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And that's it for Pit Talk TV. And there you have it. Okay, so we're sneaking into Michael Bilderback's pit. We're sneaking up here, and she isn't going to get away from us tonight. Hey, we're here with Mom. Hey, how'd Michael do tonight, Mom?
He did awesome.
Yeah? Yeah, look good.
It was a little testy there in the beginning, but he
Hey,
pulled it off in the end, so that was good.
all right. Where's Michael?
He is around the side fixing the trailer tire.
Okay.